Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Harold here, Figuremania Show. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. And in this video, we are taking a look at the brand new Threezero MDLX MegaMan X. And man, I've spent a little bit of time doing toy photography with this figure, and I'm very happy with this figure. Mega Man has been one of those video game franchises that I've loved as a kid. I've played almost all the video games of Mega Man. There's been so many different iterations of Mega Man, and I think Mega Man X is like my favorite iteration of this character. Now, if you guys are looking to pick this figure up, he is in stock right now at Kowkistoy.com. You can use my promo code Figuremania-kowkis to get 6% off. The link is in the description. Now let's continue with the review of this really cool figure. Mega Man X comes with everything that you see here. So let's start with the effects blast piece here. So it comes with a see-through stand that you can easily put together. Okay. And this is the effects blast. This is pretty cool. And there's if you can see here, there's like this little spot there where you can connect it. I haven't been able to really like connect it, but like I guess it's meant to just sit there and like it balances somehow. Okay, so it'll take getting used to, but yeah, I've been trying to put this. I'm not sure if this is meant to connect inside fully. I haven't been able to really force it in, and I don't want to do that any further, you know, for the fear of breaking it. And this piece right here does does detach, so you can connect it to this piece right here. So you can swap out the this part here on Mega Man's you know, blaster. You can switch this out and then connect it there. So let me do that for you right now. And now before we go, before I show you that, the Mega Man's blaster, it does have like a transparent red plastic inside it. He also has it on his head. So if you shine a laser pen, you get like this really nice, you know, glowing effect, which is pretty cool. You can use that for toy photography. So to switch out the effects, now you have to use your nail to try and get under it, pull this out, and then put this in like that. Okay. And then this part right here goes in here. Now I will show you guys how this looks displayed with your figure, but that's pretty much how it looks. Okay, now I do want to mention before I go any further, please do take a look at your instructions for your figure, because there are things that you do need to know, like how to properly you know, switch out his faceplate and things. Like there's a lot of things that you need to, you know, be aware of. Okay, and I'll get to that in this video for sure for you guys. I'm going to demo switching out his face expression for you here. So if you notice, there's this seam line here on his head, so you just have to try and, this is very difficult for me, so you have to try and use your nails. Okay, try to get in there, and then once you able to get you know, get it to this point, then you just pull it out like this. Okay, and then you have to remove this red piece right here. Okay, very easily, and then you just pull. Okay, so this is a little bit tedious for me. I wish there was an easier way. There you go. Okay, and then I will put in his angry faced expression. Okay, and this part's pretty easy. You know, just double check your instruction manual on doing that if you guys have any doubts. Okay, and now I'm gonna put his helmet back in. Now do be careful with this part here. When I did this the first time, like I bent this part over here, so have to be careful not to bend it, or you might potentially break it. And then you just put it back in, and it looks nice and seamless. There you go. Now Mega Man has his angry face expression. And just like his Mega Buster, he's got you know, red translucent plastic on his head. So again, let me just use a red laser pen for you guys, as you can see how it shines, which is nice. And also here on the on this part over here, very cool. I'm going to attach his arm cannon. Now, the way his arm cannon is made, it doesn't matter whether you place it on either arm. So like either arm will, you know, this arm cannon will be accommodated. So let me just take off this effects piece just to make it easier. So I'm going to remove his hand over here. Let's use this. Let's use his right hand. Okay, so all right. So I have to, well, I moved his hand, but I have to move this part here. And now be careful when you're removing his forearm here, because with my fingers, you can actually move these shoulder pieces out. Okay, so that may happen to you. So just do be careful. I mean, it's easy to place back on, okay, but these pieces here can come off the figure. All right, so I did that. Now I'm gonna put his arm cannon in, and now I have his arm cannon. Okay, so I'm gonna put the effects piece. So I took this part off so it can connect into there. Now this effects piece is kind of heavy for the figure to hold by itself, so you will need, that's where the stand comes in. So place the stand and find that little port there. And there, now you have Mega Man displayed with his effects blast part, and that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the sculpting, detail, and paint app on this figure, and this figure looks absolutely phenomenal. He looks exactly like how I remember him in the video games and in the animations. I mean, as a character, Mega Man has always had these weird proportions, like short arms but big legs and like thin thighs and things, and Threezero's captured that perfectly. And what's amazing is that they managed to incorporate so much articulation and posing that this figure can pose so well, and you can get those iconic you know, silhouettes and poses that Mega Man is known for. So from head to toe, he has like you know, he's got a sheen to him, of course, because he's a robot, which is really cool. Very nicely detailed. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you guys. I'm going to adjust the camera for you. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. I really like this figure a lot. Okay, so he's got you know, the different blues. He's got grays and things. So let's just go further down. And now on the instructions for your figure, it does illustrate that his feet are magnetic. Okay, so if you make him stand on a metallic surface or things like that, like he's got you know, his feet are magnetic, which is kind of cool. Okay, I don't have any metallic surfaces and stuff, but looking at the bottom of his feet, I really like this detail that they gave him. So like he's got like boosters at the bottom of his feet. I mean, look, you know, I mean, he should. I mean, he's a robot, and look how big his legs are, which is kind of nice. Now let's check out Mega Man's articulation. Let's start with the head. So Mega Man can look down about that much, and he can look up about that much. He can tilt his head quite nicely. Okay, and he can turn his head all the way around if he wanted to. Okay, so very good, you know, head articulation. Okay, so now moving down to the shoulders, again, as I said earlier, be careful with these pieces here. You know, they can come off, so Mega Man can do a T-pose. Okay, and in the shoulders there is like I don't know if I'd call it a butterfly system, but there's enough movement there where you can rotate his shoulders back and forth, and that will help with you know, posing, you know, Mega Man. He's got a cut here on the upper arm over here. He can he's got a very good bend at the elbows. Okay, so they can swivel, of course, and he can, his hands can move all the way around. There's a little bit of wrist movement. There's a ball joint over here, so there's enough that where you can get some good good posing out of his hands if you wanted to do that, which is kind of nice. All right, and now moving on down to the rest of the body over here. There's a cut over here in the upper part, so you can tilt his body. Okay, he's got very good crunch actually. Okay, so you can tilt the upper part of his chest, and also he's got movement at the waist as well, so you can turn him if you want to, and this is good for like running poses, jumping poses, so you can tilt them side to side. Very good. Crunch him, and then you can arch him back like that. Okay, and then for the legs, I mean, he can he's able to do, almost able to do the splits. Okay, but he can kick out very well. Okay, so let's see if I can get him in a martial arts kick. And yes, he can do the martial arts kick very, very well, and he balances quite nicely because he just has big feet. Very cool. Continuing with the articulation, so he's got a swivel here at in the upper part here. Okay, so you can swivel that, and he's got, look at that amazing bend at the knee, very well. Okay, and also he's got ankle movement, so you just have to pull it down and you're able to tilt his sole of his foot, which is really well, which is really helps with those Mega Man like poses. Very cool. Look at that. That looks awesome. Very cool. Well done, Threezero. This is an amazing figure. Demonstrating for you another pose here that you can do with Mega Man, and this is very cool. There's enough here that you can pull off some really nice looking poses, very video game like, anime like poses. I'm very impressed. I really like this figure. Thank you, Threezero. Fantastic. There's enough articulation range in the shoulders and the arm where you can get him to use his hand to hold his Mega Buster, which is really cool. I really like that. And demonstrating for you another pose where you can get him to touch his other arm, which is really nice. Very cool. Now let's do some size comparisons, and let's bring out some Capcom characters. So for the first one, we have the SHF Ryu, which is pretty cool. And we have Jada Toys Ken. So I think this looks pretty cool together. Let's switch out Ken and let's bring in 1000 Toys Dante. And this looks pretty cool. Very cool. And for the next size comparison, we have Marvel Legends 70th Anniversary Iron Man and 70th Anniversary Hulk. And here we have Marvel Legends Game vs. Spider-Man and Marvel Legends Captain America. And as you can see, this Mega Man character is rather small. He stands around 4.7 inches in height. And that's it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, and please stick around to the end for the toy photography gallery of Mega Man X. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.